I am Irish, so I wanted to see what's going on in Ireland.
It's not what the world's being told now.
Nintendo Direct, maybe later.
In the jail now from Sierra Leone who are wanted for mass murder, cannibalism, and so let's speak about immigration. Let's speak about immigration. Let's speak about the crime wave in Ireland.
This is just a flood. This is like an invasion. We can't keep up with it.
The whole city centre is a no-go area. The government will tell you.
It's a no-go.
Those ordinary people will tell you, yeah, it is a no-go area.
Disorder in Dublin is out of control. New data shows that violent crime has nearly doubled in the Irish capital in a decade.
When you think of Ireland, what do you think about? Do you think about the scenic sea cliffs?
I want to go see those
Irish
cliffs.
Pubs, or the St. Patrick's Day parade? However, now something has been brewing in Ireland, and that is the dangers of mass immigration at unprecedented rates. In 2023, you may have seen the riots that broke out after a naturalized Irish citizen from Algeria stabbed 3 children at a primary school, and chaos broke out in Ireland. But after the riots, you never heard more from Ireland about this crisis until their most famous and powerful citizen, Conor McGregor, appeared at the White House with a clear message for the world.
Our government has long since abandoned the voices of the people of Ireland, and it's high time that America is made aware of what is going on in Ireland. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop.
If you thought the US migrant crisis was bad, wait until you learn about Ireland's. For instance, if Ireland keeps its immigration rates at where they are currently, in just 15 years, the Irish will become the minority in their own country. And currently,
that's
Ireland
crazy.
is paying migrants up to €5,000 to come into Ireland.
Would you believe if I told you there's a country that's willing to give you €5,000 to relocate for free? Yeah, Ireland is giving you €5,000 to relocate to Ireland on a working visa for free.
In this video, I'll be speaking with the locals, the migrants themselves, and breaking down the realities of this crisis inside the unprotected borders of Ireland, and looking at the new political attacks that were orchestrated right after Conor McGregor's White House visit to try and keep the truth hidden from the outside world. I met up with fellow YouTuber by the name of Bogtrotter to get an understanding as to what is actually happening here in Ireland. So what is happening here in Ireland, specifically with the migrant crisis?
We are being taken for a ride. You know, we're known for our soft hearts, but we've been using our soft hearts as a shield, and that shield is not working. The NGOs, the elites and the higher-ups are destroying this country to make a few quid, and they're doing it under the, it's the globalists. This is a good thing. It's all a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not. 85% destroying the passports. In my view, the second you put your foot into Ireland and you've destroyed a passport, you broke the law. You have broke the law as your port of entry.
So do these migrants need a passport to come into Ireland?
No.
And how are they coming into Ireland?
They're walking in. They destroy the passports in Dublin Airport, and that's it. So basically,
I don't understand why they have to. Why they're destroying their passport
say
though.
That you're from any country, any name.
I'm from East Jabib.
Well, there's an invisible border between north and south. You know, it's not the border was in the past where there would be guns out the window and trains to you as you're going past. It's not like that.
So is there any limits as to how many people are coming into Ireland right now?
All they do is get a boat. They don't need a passport. You don't need identification from Ireland to England.
So what are the main ways the migrants are coming into Ireland?
Look, after they've done the whole journey through France, all the countries they've passed through and were refused. We are the cream of the crop, basically, and we're at the end, so we will have the best offering.
So how dangerous has it become for the people here in Ireland?
Yeah, it's become very dangerous, especially for women and children. The style of violence has changed completely. Whether it used to be you get a bit of a beating, etc. Now it's become knife crimes. Now it's become kind of neck attack, like neck slices. There's
Jesus.
We also have guys who are just exposing themselves in front of children on O'Connell Street 2 days ago, just taking out their and walking towards 2-year-old children.
Is this Irishmen or is this the foreign nationals
This is
or illegal migrants?
Africans.
And was this happening before they opened up the borders and started accepting everybody?
No.
So it's everywhere. It's happening everywhere. It's not just.
Seekers. These aren't.
Not just
They
America.
Stop here in the middle of the road to do prayers. Stopping in the middle of the road and blocking traffic, saying prayers to Allah in the middle of the road, stopping traffic.
Why is Ireland trying to hide this from the rest of the world?
Face.
They can pray
we are the helpers.
anywhere.
We
This
took
must be in the middle of the road.
Ukrainians more per head than the UK, and we've done more than this. And now we bring their dogs over and fix their cars. I don't know whether it's just because they aren't being called out on it. The only people are people like myself who are calling them out on YouTube because no one else is. There's no one to do that.
In the past decade, crime has doubled in Ireland and knife crimes are a daily occurrence. In 2024, they seized over 2,000 knives, and in 2025,
a lot of
there have been
knives.
so many attacks, they have lost track. For instance, just in the past year, a woman was stabbed in Dublin City 5 times. An 8-year-old was stabbed to death trying to protect her mother from a stabbing. And when you go look at these reports to see who was the criminal, it just says a man. Nobody knows who actually stabbed the person. Ireland is not releasing these names or the photos of these stabbers to the public.
Do women feel safe walking the streets of Ireland?
It could be anyone. It could be the same person.
Like I go into like so many situations.
If you really don't trust them.
Until meeting her.
So how do you know they're still in jail? How do you know they went to jail?
That are actually kind of like perverted. I say those are half of them foreigners. I feel like those people should kind of get moved because we don't feel comfortable. We can't walk around at night. We can't be alone around places like that. We always have to come either as 2 or 3 or 4 even.
So women don't feel safe here?
No.
And you think that's because of the open
That's
borders?
crazy. The whole world's fucked.
And you as a woman, do you feel safe walking the streets of Ireland?
No, definitely not. Not anymore. Not anymore. No, definitely not. No.
And why not?
Just the way the crime has gone lately and all the homelessness and everyone sitting around, and it's just not safe anymore.
And while I was in Ireland, 2 Romanian migrant gangs got into a fight and a stabbing occurred inside one of their most popular shopping centers.
So what do we have going on right here? We got a bunch of people here on the corner.
There we go. Your man there in the black jacket, he's a Romanian pimp.
Oh, he's a pimp?
In through the corner, there they are. They come around to sell drugs. They're in the Oilac shopping centre, robbing the place blind. They're coming out selling it. Just 2 days ago, there was a stabbing in here. 2 days ago, two Romanians stabbing each other in the Oilac centre. Unheard of in Ireland. Absolutely unheard of.
So this guy right here on the corner,
he's a pimp. He's a pimp. You'll see them. They all wear flashy clothes,
Yeah, and he
flashy
fucking turned his
jackets.
head as soon as he saw the camera and shit.
And now, because they see in the camera, they'll all
As soon as he saw the camera, he turned his head.
What you're seeing here is not even a quarter of them on this street. Now, in the last couple of months, the Irish have been coming back onto the street, and we've been forcefully removing them because they don't belong here.
The Irish or the government?
The Irish. The Irish people are standing up and coming in and forcefully moving them. As you can see, this is all new. See the flags back up, Ireland flags? All back up on the stalls. They're going to be up all over the street now. They're trying to turn a building here into the corner into an IPAS centre.
An IPAS Center is an international protection accommodation service and is essentially a migrant shelter where migrants receive everything they need to live, including a free rent and also a free salary of a couple $100s every single week.
This is one of the most historic streets in Ireland, and they're trying to put immigrants onto it.
Really?
Yeah.
They're trying to put the IPAC Center here.
Here, there's one around the corner.
So these women right here, are these Romanian gypsies?
That's there's women there, yeah. There's women. So they go around, see, obviously you know their skirts.
So these women right here, these are
Those are his
These
prostitutes?
Yeah, they come around and start stroking. Look at, and that's his
And
thing.
what do they do?
And they don't like the camera, so look, they all leg it.
What?
They just sit around all day doing nothing, scrounging off the state, getting free money, free accommodation.
Oh, okay, no.
The city blind.
And so the Romanian gypsies get
I
want
wanna see the prostitutes.
and then they're also here robbing and stealing.
They have keys from Dublin Corporation of the bins. They're going around opening up the bins, taking the plastic bottles out, because we have a return scheme here now, which is absolutely ridiculous as well. So it's getting worse and worse and worse, and Ireland is going to implode in the next couple of months if something isn't changed.
So Sean, right here we have a group of gypsies behind us right now, and they have their pimp, it looks like.
That's every day.
And do you think they'll talk to us if we go over there?
Probably not. They'll run from the camera, but we can give it a
Dude,
try.
those are
Let's go
the
do it.
prostitutes?
How you guys
What?
doing? Excuse me. Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from?
Want to say a few words?
What are you from?
Yeah.
Just about the street. So what's going on?
Romania.
Romania. What are you guys doing here today?
No speak English.
No speak English?
No speak. Only when you get money.
They only speak
Speak English when you get money, yeah? I hear you speaking English all the time, you do be. You do be speaking English all the time. What you do be doing is, see here, they're trying to run a business and you just be screaming and shouting and everything. And you're actually turning people away from their business. It's not right what you're doing. Yeah, it's not right what you're doing. They're trying to have... Well,
So now she's speaking English.
Their business.
But I'm working.
Yeah. Do you know the language you're speaking? I don't understand your language. It sounds English to me. It sounds English. Are you not speaking English, no? See, there you go. You see, you tell lies as well.
Yeah. So they speak English.
Well, she said she doesn't, but she's
Well, they obviously speak English.
I don't understand Romanian, but she's spoke. No, but they do be here, right, screaming and shouting around these stalls, right, and there's big gangs of them, and then people don't want to buy stuff off the stalls. They're scared, like, because there's pickpocketing going on the whole time. It's ridiculous what goes on.
I wouldn't want to buy food from a food stall with prostitutes hanging out at it.
Romanian pimps are, right? There's one man with 4 different women around it, right?
There was a few minutes ago. There was a few of them sitting there a few minutes
And there's another group of them right on that corner right there.
Yeah, oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. That's why you should call this the
I shouldn't
Gypsy
say
Street, because that's all it
prostitutes.
is.
But before this was not the Gypsy Street.
No, this is Moore Street.
This, an Irish vibrant street full of Irish culture, heritage, and now look at it. It's full of Romanians, Gypsies, Algerians, anybody but the Irish.
And all the stores are closed.
All the stores, best part of them are closed, and the ones that are open are African phone shops, Chinese phone shops, wig shops, African wig shops. What has that got to do with Irish culture? African wigs, like. We don't need that crap over here, you know what I mean? Them shops are only booming over here.
Well, wait. You can keep those guys. The African weed shops, you can keep them. They're fine. Everyone else, though.
It's that simple. You see, down there is one of the most historic Irish buildings. But still has bullet holes in the pillars from 1916. And there's an Islamic table outside it. And they're preaching this Islamic. We don't want Muhammad, we don't want Islam. It has no place in Western society. We don't want it. It doesn't go with our cultures. It doesn't go with the way we think, the way we live our lives. It's the complete opposite.
You know, these people are receiving citizenship once they get into Ireland.
Well, so they say. We've no proof of it yet, but they are coming in. If they come into the country, they're getting put into these iPass centres for maybe 2-3 months. They're going out and then they're getting all the documentation. But how are they getting into the country without documentation? Everybody's meant to be vetted coming in. But sure, your man who who kidnapped that girl there the other day, he's only in the country 2 days. He's 19 previous convictions in the UK.
No, that's insane.
Because I'm pretty sure we don't let murderers and rapists and kidnappers
19
into the
convictions.
country. So how did he get into
and
the
they
country?
still let the guy in the country.
Why has there not been more stringent border control? Why are we not just locking the place down?
So how are hundreds of thousands of people coming into Ireland? First, for an illegal immigrant to enter into Ireland, they have to pass through all of Europe, and then they typically go from Scotland on a boat or ferry into Northern Ireland, which is a completely different country than Ireland, and then from Northern Ireland, they get on a taxi or on a bus or in their own car to the border of Ireland, and they cross into the country from
Wait,
there.
bro, what in the AI was that, dude? Yeah, there was AI in the bottom. What was that?
Ferry into Northern
In the bottom right, it says AI video.
country than Ireland, and then from Northern Ireland, they
Bro,
get
this
on
car
a
just
taxi
turned
or
into
on
the
a
boat
bus
just turned
in
into
their
a
own
car
to the border of Ireland, and they cross into the country from there. This is what the border protection looks like in Ireland.
Anyways,
and there's absolutely no border patrol, and if I want to go into Northern Ireland, I do not need my passport, my identification, anything like that. I can literally step right on here, and I am here. And
I guess no one cares.
Because of an agreement made called the Good Friday Agreement in 1998, it ensured that there would be an open border between Northern Ireland and Ireland, so people can flow right through here without even getting checked, no customs whatsoever. Anybody can come into Ireland from Northern Ireland. Do you think there should be a border patrol or? No.
There used to be customs and there used to be border posts.
There used to be customs,
yeah.
But now there's not.
No.
Anybody can come through the border in Ireland. Say you were a migrant fleeing a country like, let's say, Syria, and you make it to the United Kingdom, you can go to Northern Ireland.
And it all depends which way you go. It is possible.
And then you can just make your way right into Ireland without getting checked.
Yeah, well, you can see this road here, there's no checks on this.
Do you find it strange that there's no border patrol here at the border?
It's been like that so long, no.
And now do you think there should be a border patrol here, or do you think times have changed, and would you like to see a border patrol here now?
No, Ireland should be, it's an island and it shouldn't really be divided.
And do you think it was intended for the borders to be welcoming to anybody?
It was just open for people so that you can go from north to south.
Now do you think it's kind of concerning now that Ireland is receiving a lot of illegal migrants? Do you think that is concerning, that anybody can come through the border?
No, I think that's an issue that every country has. It doesn't make
this lady just seems so fucking nonchalant and doesn't care about anything.
When they made the Good Friday Agreement, do you think they intended it for just Northern Islanders and islands to go through, or do you think they knew that it would eventually become an open door for the entire world to come into Ireland?
I think it was more about trying to bring peace in Northern Ireland. It wasn't about borders or immigrants or anything.
Well, back then there was no problem. We're talking about 30 years ago almost. Yes, 30 years ago.
And now the border is just kind of getting abused as time has gone on.
Yeah.
And just to make sure that there is actually no border patrol here in Ireland, we're coming across another border entry point. We're going into Northern Ireland right now, and there is no border patrol. And we just entered right into Northern Ireland. Nobody checks for our passports. Nobody checks for our documentations. Anybody can go in and out of Ireland to Northern Ireland, completely different countries, without even being checked. We headed to Belfast as people from Ireland and North Ireland had joined together in a protest over mass migration. And right now here in Belfast, you have two groups of protesters. You have a group of people that are anti-mass immigration, and then right here you have another group of people that are for immigration, and they have signs that say, "Fascists scum out, refugees welcome" here. And in between them, you have the police making sure that they do not collide. It's a little interesting.
This is crazy.
What happens here in Belfast. Who's considered the fascist scum here?
So the far-right scum are, well, people who are very vehemently anti-immigration, anti-LGBT, and just, you know, oppressive of people's rights. And
if somebody is anti-mass immigration, does that make them a far-right Nazi? How has mass immigration affected Ireland?
Streets are unsafe. You know, usually look forward to your kids going out weekends. Maybe.
I mean, how can that one guy say, yeah, this is all great when they're allowing people with 19 convictions to come in and then they kidnap some child in 2 days once they come in? How is that okay? That's not okay.
Not now. No child is
There's
safe
got to
to
be
walk the
something
streets in Ireland now.
to stop
For the first
this.
time in living memory, we have priests in Donegal telling the congregation not to walk out at night time if you're a girl or if you're a woman. It is unsafe. We have women being raped in rural towns in Ireland. We have gang rapes happen here in Ireland. We have Palestinian men here who land in the Belfast and 3 weeks later think they can 15-year-old kids from West Belfast. You know, this is what's happened with immigration here in Ireland. It's not what the world's being told. They are not refugees. The Irish government themselves has said 87% of these people are economic migrants. We know people are landing here without passports because most of them are in jail now. We have criminals in the jail now from Sierra Leone who are wanted for mass murder, cannibalism and rape. You know, so let's speak about immigration. Let's speak about immigration. Let's speak about the crime wave.
You're a wanted murderer? Just go to Ireland, fake a new identity. You'll be fine.
In Ireland. And you'll know
Hey,
why
don't
we're
worry
here.
about
We're here
it.
because we're anti-black, blue, green, whatever colour you like. We're here because of the crime wave in Ireland. That's the only reason why we're here.
We were just talking to the people on the other side of the protest, and your guys' sign says migrants welcome, races out. What makes you guys against stopping mass migration here in Ireland and Northern Ireland?
I think we're just supporting migration at this point, supporting policies where rather than blaming people who didn't cause a crisis, we're trying to support people, and that means jobs, houses, homes, communities, people working together. Those people on the other side are not doing that there. What they're doing is scapegoating people.
Yeah, so what do you think about the other protesters on that side that are protesting against mass migration? What do you think about them?
I think they're blaming the wrong people. They are blaming people who are victims of crisis, not the cause of it.
And do you think Ireland should be worried about receiving so many immigrants into the country over the past 4 years?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not your problem.
It's a tiny percentage. It's being made into this huge thing that it isn't, and they're doing it deliberately at a time when there's an economic crisis, so they can distract from what they want to do, which is slash jobs, put housing into the private sector, so it's run for profit, not for social need. And by doing that then they have to blame somebody. They're not blaming the right people, and that's the problem.
Will you vote for Conor McGregor?
Yes.
And what makes you want to vote for Conor McGregor?
Conor McGregor's running for what? Do they have a president in Ireland?
You may not like the messenger, but he speaks the truth.
And do you currently trust the current government of Ireland?
No. All these governments are corrupt.
When Conor McGregor went to the White House, he directly called out the current government for the current state of affairs in Ireland. Listen to what he says, and then wait for the immediate political attacks that happen right after from the Irish government coming after Conor McGregor.
It's high time that America is made aware of what is going on in Ireland. What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. You know, our money is being spent on overseas issues that has nothing to do with the Irish people. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop. You know, Ireland is at the cusp of, potentially losing its Irishness. And I'm here to raise the issue and highlighted.
And immediately after, the Prime Minister of Ireland took to Twitter and said Conor McGregor's remarks are wrong and do not reflect the spirit of St. Patrick's Day or the views of the people of Ireland. And then in McGregor style, Conor McGregor announced that he would be running to become the next president of Ireland, and right after that, new allegations and new lawsuits came against him to try and charge him for the riots that occurred in 2023.
No way.
Does this not sound familiar to what they tried to do to Donald Trump when January 6th happened? They then dropped those claims because they realized they could not charge him for a few tweets. However, I wanted to see if it was actually true that some of these small communities are getting ravaged by illegal immigration, to see if Irish men and women are being replaced by migrants coming into the country. We have moved outside of Dublin. We are in Bellaghaderreen. This is a small community way outside of Dublin. They're saying these small communities are now being imposed to receive these migrants, even though people are not voting for them. In a town outside of Ireland, 93% of the population voted not to receive more migrants. However, the country still sent in migrants, and at that time, the population of that town was 95% Irish. Now it is just 35% Irish. We're gonna see what it's like inside this town of Bellaghaderreen. You're a resident here in Bellaghaderreen. Is it true that you guys have been replaced?
Oh yeah, the town is full of immigrants, so it is.
And where are they from, these migrants?
Well, years and years ago we took in asylum seekers from Syria up in the hotel, and now it seems to be Roma gypsies that are a lot here, and Czechoslovakian gypsies as well.
Did you guys have any say in whether or not you wanted to accept the Syrian refugees at the beginning?
No, there was no real say.
So the government just came and brought all these people here and you guys had to deal with it?
More or less, yeah. Just plow them in there and that's it.
How long have you been here in Ireland for?
9 months ago.
9 months? What country
Why
are you
are
from?
they bringing these people in,
I
though?
come from Jordan, but I'm from Syria.
And
Yeah.
how are you being received here in Ireland?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice for me because I come in from Jordan and from Syria before.
I mean, this seems like a nice guy, though.
You know, there, everything not good.
What makes so many migrants want to come here to Ireland?
How I come to Ireland?
Yeah.
From UN.
And how come you wanted to come to Ireland?
I ask, okay, when call me somebody from UN, he tell me, can you go to Sweden, to Germany, to 5 countries maybe. But I know my friends here in Ireland, very good everything in Ireland. I'm Muslim, here no problem. Here no having same another country, you Arabic, not Irish, okay? I live here with everyone.
Where do you live? Do you have house or do you stay in the hotel?
No, I'm in Iraq Center now. But maybe after 1 month I'll go to a new home from County Council.
Okay, so does Ireland give you any money every month?
Yeah.
How much money do they give you?
Every month. Every week. I'm married, I have 3 daughters, my children. I take same €500 in 1 week.
So every week the Ireland government gives you $500?
Yeah.
And you, where are you from?
Sorry, I don't speak English.
He coming with me.
How many people came with you to Ireland?
For me, 100%.
How many family or friends came with you to Ireland?
What?
With me coming, no, 9. 9.
9 people came with you to here to
His
Ireland.
family.
9 families, but after me coming
9 families?
Also maybe 30 families from
30
Jordan.
30 families?
Wow, 30 more families. How did you get here to Ireland? Did you come through Belfast from Northern Ireland?
No. I come direct from Jordan to here.
How long do you plan to stay in Ireland?
I want forever.
As long as they let me.
Forever.
I'm Irish now.
So you and the 30 other families that came in here plan to stay forever?
Maybe. I'm not sure. For me, I tell you. I want to stay here forever with my family.
What country are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
And how long have you been here?
It's been close to 2 years I've been here.
And you personally, do you feel like Bellaghaderreen has been replaced by Syrian immigrants, by migrants that came in here?
People have been welcomed into the town, but they have come from troubled areas of the world. So we're kind of a Christian country. So if you're hungry, we'll feed you. It's as simple as that.
And do you feel like the people are assimilating well into your society?
I don't know, because I don't speak their languages or that. We mix and we don't mix, but you know.
Do you see any problems with the open borders here in Ireland?
Well, Irish people have travelled all over the world and they have been welcomed. So I would expect people that have come to the country.
Man, this guy is so chill.
Treated similarly.
And how have the refugees impacted the city here?
Hasn't been a benefit.
And in what ways has it not been a benefit?
Crime has gone up. But you can't blame it all on the refugees, but things that happen.
And were they initially brought here with the plans of them going back to their country?
Well, Syria is now supposed to be free of Assad, but whether they want to go back, once they got life over here, they won't want to go back anyway.
Would you vote for Conor McGregor?
Well, that cage fire. No way, Jose. He's nothing but a thug.
And do you agree with what he said at the White House?
I don't know what he said at the White House.
Hey, he said immigration's running ravage across Ireland and there's entire towns that are being wiped away from migrants.
Yeah, but I agree with that immigration thing. But certain towns are lucky and certain towns are unlucky. Like this town's unlucky.
So there's truth to what he was saying.
There's a little bit of truth in what he's saying. But then again, it's across Europe.
Now, the European Union has passed the EU Migration Pact, a reform that changes the way Europe handles immigration. This pact enforces member countries to share the responsibility for migrants. Whether they like it or not, countries must either take in asylum seekers or pay to send them to some other country. Decisions that used to be made by nations are now dictated by the EU, essentially erasing national control over borders, and this concerns many Irish people, and Conor McGregor has said if he becomes president, he will oppose this bill preventing Ireland from receiving more migrants. What do you guys think about this pact? Are they just trying to create a one-country system in the EU? The future of Ireland is looking very uncertain as this dangerous migrant crisis continues, and I would like to personally have the chance to speak with Conor McGregor and to talk to him about his plans and his strategy to become the next president of Ireland. Let's make this happen. I will travel to you, Conor McGregor. Give me a time and place, and I will be there. Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel, and comment, do the interview, McGregor, if you want to see this happen. This is Nick, and I will see you next video.